Hi, my name's Erin. I'm a learning and engagement producer at the Manitoba Museum, and today I want to talk to you about this wall section here. This was from a house that once stood in Portage-la-Prairie, and it says, "No votes for women" on the side. But did you know that originally it said, "Votes for women"? The "no" was added later. Based on a story from the neighbors who lived across the way, the woman of this house wrote "Votes for women" on the side of her home, and later that day, her husband came home and added the "no." And then in the 1990s, when the house was being demolished, the same family who had observed this happening, they saved this wall section and donated it to the Manitoba Museum. So this happened in the 1910s, a time when there was a large movement for women's suffrage, for women's voting rights in Manitoba. And this shows us how there were a lot of different attitudes towards that idea. A lot of people felt threatened by this possible change, but a lot of other people were excited about women being allowed to vote. We can see another object right here, which is some geese, and it says, "We want our votes." Now, if you had to guess, would you say, is this something in favor of women getting the vote or against it? If you guessed against it, you're right. It's making fun of the suffragettes. It's saying that they are like annoying, honking geese. And not just that, but this is a match holder. So whether maybe you were lighting a candle, you could then stick the match down into the throat of the goose afterward. I think that sends a pretty clear message, right? But overall, many Manitobans supported this movement. And this is really exhibited by the petitions that were circulated at the time. So we have a replica of one of them here. This replica petition has over 5,000 signatures. And you'll notice that there are a lot of men's names on them as well. So while women were leading and organizing this movement, a lot of men in Manitoba supported them as well. And the petition in this photograph here has over 40,000 names on it. This widespread support for the movement culminated in Manitoba becoming the first Canadian province where women gained the right to vote. However, it was not all women, because not until 1960 did First Nations people, both men and women in Canada, gain the right to vote. So come to our Prairies Gallery and check out this display about prairie suffrage. So you'll see the objects I told you about and a few others.